you travel to a country and the only thing you remember is the food? Okay, I know that some of my best meals have been while I was on vacation, and I don't know if that's because I'm more relaxed and the food just tastes much better, but there's something about enjoying the atmosphere and a good meal and the ambience and the flavors away from home. So today our three chefs are taking us through their food travels. Please welcome Jason Parsons, Suzanne Barr, Randy Felton. Love you guys. Love you guys. So you may have noticed Suzanne is a new face here. Give us some love. So just to let our viewers know a little bit about you, you are the head chef, the owner of True Diner in Toronto.
I am.
Tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I always like to say I'm a mom. I'm a working parent. I think it's really important for people to understand that as chefs, that's a big part of some of our lives.
Yes.
And it's a really, really high important thing for me to know that my son sees me in the kitchen working every day. And then I've coined a little bit of a, you know, a nomination as Queen of Comfort Food is what they say.
Lovely. Do we like comfort food? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. How old is your child?
He's 4.
Oh, you have a 4-year-old. Oh my gosh, we're getting some pictures of that baby boy, let me tell you right now.
Yes.
I want to start by talking about Jason, your travel food inspiration, because you went to Morocco.
Oh.
And how long were you in Morocco? I've been in Morocco.
It was just over 2 weeks. It was almost like 16, 17 days, and it was insane.
Amazing.
Yeah, first trip right into Africa, and we started in Casablanca, went all the way around the Outer Rim, and ended up in Marrakesh, and saw so many different cultures and so many different flavors. Oh,
I can just imagine. So we're going to have a look at Jason's trip to Morocco.
Yes.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm here in Casablanca, Morocco. We're going to be in Morocco for the next 14 days, traveling around different cities, Fez, Rabat, Marrakesh, Issura. I'm going to try and put some videos together to give you a little bit of a guided tour through the spice markets, the Sahara Desert. Behind me is the central market in Casablanca, where you can get the freshest of fish and the most amazing produce. Let's go check it out.
I like the fact that when you all travel, I mean, you travel like chefs. You want to get in there to the markets. You want to see the flavors and the colors. You're going to make a recipe inspired by your travels.
Well, this is all about the spices, and it was funny because we actually did a cooking demonstration in one of the places when I was there.
Amazing.
And the guy was putting all the spices in, and like when I would say stop, he would double it.
Yes.
You know, it was just like, you know, but you know that kind of like 2 spoons, like, no, let's put more in there. Like, holy moly. You know, and you get the kind of the little sweats going on, but it's the good sweats. You know, you've got some drinks and you just keep it going. But so we're doing a lamb tagine.
Nice.
But you know, first of all, actually, I'm going to get you to start. If you pass me the grapeseed oil.
So Suzanne, get ready because they're bossy.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
just a little bit in there.
Welcome, chef.
That's
Is that
good.
good?
Yeah, that's good. And she already told me she's going to call me chef, make me feel old, right? Okay, chef, you got a chef, perfect. So she's going to stir. I want to get the onions going, but what we've got is this tagine, which is a nice, basically cast iron base, and we got these from Le Creuset.
Oh, nice.
And I love that they're, you know, the traditional ones are the clay.
Yeah.
You know, you put them on the charcoal, you cook away, fantastic. But in this case, I want to put it on a stovetop, so it's kind of a modern version of it.
Love that.
I don't have to worry about, you know, if I drop the clay, it's going to shatter.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start the onions stirring away. While we do that, we got to bring flavor to this lamb.
Okay.
You know, and what I love is they've taken like the offcuts. This is the shoulder, or you can use the sirloin. You can see there's a lot of fat on there.
Yeah.
If we tried to sear this and cook it off, what would it be, like a rubber band, right?
Basically.
You know, it's just tough.
Okay.
And it needs flavor. So this is when you add all the spices. So I've got, you know, ground black pepper in there.
Yeah.
See how much I put in there? Right? Lots of salt and sea salt in there. Get it in there. Right? Fresh ginger right in there. I didn't go with the powdered ginger. I want fresh ginger.
Yeah.
Garlic, of course. Put that in there. But then we get into cinnamon. There's a lot of cinnamon in Moroccan cuisine.
Nice.
It really gives that kind of aromatic, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Cardamom, ground down,
nice.
really brings it to life, you know. And then, of course, a little bit of paprika.
Yeah.
But then this was my favorite, and actually I'm kind of cheating a little bit here, but I got this when I was in Dubai.
Oh, nice.
It's a great curry spice.
Yeah.
But the thing is, just a little bit.
Okay. Just tiny.
I'm already starting to sweat.
I know, like it's crazy. But the thing is, you know, it's going to marinate, and if you can leave this overnight, now you can get your hands in there, but I don't want to get all messy right now. But just mix it right in.
Yeah.
You know, you can put it in a Ziploc bag, throw it in the fridge, forget about it for 8 hours.
Give it some time, though, to really sit in those spices, because it's about the flavors,
Okay,
right?
smell that. Isn't that amazing?
yeah.
Right?
Very good.
Oh,
You know?
the cinnamon.
Yeah.
Overnight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just has a chance to get into the meat because it's big chunks of meat, really give great flavor. And and now
How am
what
I
we're
doing
going
with
to do,
these onions,
this is
Chef?
perfect because
Yeah?
we've just softened them down, get a little bit of caramelization, but it's going to continue to cook.
Yeah.
But now we're going to put the lamb right on top.
So is that going to go all the way down to caramelized?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
No, this is how I would cook it.
This is how you'd want it, and now you're going to cook it like
Because
this.
it gives a bed for the actual lamb. Now you
Okay.
can sear the lamb a little bit too if you want, but I think with this one I decided to kind of just lay it right on top.
Okay.
All right? And you can just kind of pile it on.
This
And
is like the first time it's okay to crowd the pan.
yeah, oh, it totally is.
Right.
Yeah, which
Because
is
we have that chimney,
Yeah.
it's going to let it go, right? It's going to steam it.
fantastic.
So, and it's almost like you're steaming, braising. The aromas have nowhere to go.
So what does the tagine do then? Like, how is it? What would you liken it to? Is there anything out there like it?
Well, it's funny, but see how it's got that curve on the top?
Yeah.
It's almost creating a little bit of a convection oven. Because the heat's
Okay.
coming up and it's
Yeah.
stirring it in, and then it has nowhere to go.
Going back down.
Right?
Yeah.
But what we're going to
Interesting.
do is add some liquid to this. So if you want to take some tomato paste,
Yes, chef.
Yep.
a little bit of veg stock.
Yes, chef.
Well, can we get to word like veg stock?
Come on.
And then we've got some cornstarch
There we
and some
go.
saffron. And what I thought was
nice.
interesting was the Moroccans, they actually do their sauces where they'll thicken the agent here
Yeah.
and pour that in so that actually it was thickened as it cooks.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? So,
All right.
and then we added a bit of saffron there as well.
Nice.
Saffron, like, why is saffron like $1 billion?
Well,
Like high labor, right?
Yeah.
let's you and I go pick saffron and then you'll
So
decide.
that's
So,
why.
like,
It's like
it's
one
the labor of
stigma
it.
out of each flower.
This would only be about like $12.
Yeah, we can pour it in.
Oh, okay.
There we
There it
go. There we
goes.
So we're just going to pour that right over top. And that's going to be
Nice.
our braising sauce. It's going to happen. But then at this
Beautiful.
point, we're also going to throw in some nice cooked potatoes.
Oh, you're getting good piling up.
Oh, yeah, we're going to pile this in there, right?
Tomatoes,
Yeah.
some apricot.
And you tomato, because this is going to cook, like that lamb's just going to fall apart, cook down,
Yeah.
right? Tomatoes on top, like
How
this.
long you to simmer this for?
It depends on how big you've cut it, but I would say anywhere from an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know, those
Apricot's
apricots.
nice.
Are you
Boom.
going to take the temperature down on the stovetop? Or
I
is
am.
it just gonna,
I'm
yeah?
going to put that like that. It just kind of
Give it a little hat.
It'll eventually get there.
It'll get there.
It'll simmer down.
Turn
It's
it
fine.
down to a simmer and just forget about it.
Okay.
And I mean forget about it. Let it
Like,
go.
really forget
let it
about
go and let it go. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, and I'll be honest, like, I have not, other than stir this up, that's what I've done. What I did is I added some pistachios on top. I've added a little bit of
Nice.
parsley on top to brighten it up. But that is what it's going to do. And I mean, look at, like, this cooks right down to the point where it is just falling apart.
Oh, it's
You know?
beautiful.
And then I served it with a little bit of couscous. And I have to tell you a really quick story. It was funny. In the restaurant I
go
was
for
in,
it.
he had butter that he left on the counter for about 2 weeks and said it's fermented butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fermented.
We would call that rotten
Right.
butter.
Yeah.
And then he had chopped thyme leaves in there, and he put thyme leaves, and it was already in there. So I'm telling you, this butter looked like it was rotten butter with flies in it. Okay? And then he added turmeric to it, warmed it up, and poured it over his couscous. But it was amazing.
And it was the best thing
It was
ever.
absolutely amazing.
It was time and not
Yeah, so
flies.
flavorful
That's gone
couscous, and then you serve it with a little bit of
love
naan
it.
bread, and away you go.
Jason looks
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. It reminds me of the hottest meal I had on the hottest day in Morocco. And it's like we're sweating and eating this hot meal. Like it's hot and pepper and hot and heat.
Yeah.
And it's a hot day. And it was the best day.
Oh, it was
It was
absolutely.
incredible.